In this snippet, I'm going to show you the manual labeling workflow. It is actually straightforward. If you've set up your project, you can now head to the Labeling tab. Here you can start labeling your data manually. In this case, we have a binary classification. So let's label a few records. As you've seen, your manual labels are collected in a table below the record. This is where later on all programmatic labels will be collected too. I am already thinking of coming up with some patterns for our later labeling automation. I have just seen that there are some key expressions for clickbait data, such as "are you" or "how well" and such. Let's label this via span labeling, as this will build some lookup lists for later automation for us. For this, we will jump back to the project settings page. Let's create a labeling task for span labeling by selecting an information extraction task and name it indicators. We'll add a label called expression for typical clickbait expressions. Again, you will see how this becomes valuable in later automation. Going back to the manual labeling workflow, we can now not only binary classify the clickbait, but also mark spans directly in the text. In the now visible dropdown, we can filter for labels or also create new ones. We also see country-related data. Is this maybe useful? Spoiler, yes, it will be useful. Let's create a new label directly from here and collect that data too. I will label some more records. I now labeled some more records. Let's take a look at the Project Overview tab. Here we can see the label distribution, where we can compare the occurrences of our labels for this task. We will later see on how this compares to our weekly supervised labels. Speaking of which, in the next snippet, we will start writing our first label automation via heuristics.